Yo, let me know if you got the link, Mike.
Yo,
Yo,
what's going
yo,
on? What's going on?
what's good, man? Yo, this shit here. I got some shit to say about this pay per view
Same
already.
here. Same
Already,
here.
man. Where you want to start? Let me know because I have I like watched the whole thing and I'm disappointed in a lot of the matches.
Uh, uh, uh I, where do I want to start? I want to start with the fans. I want to start
You
there.
know what I mean?
Uh, First off, the fans were dead as fuck. Literally. I don't know about you, but they were hyped up.
Where you want to
Probably.
start? You want to start the first with the first match or the last one? Where we going with this?
I'm talking about the
Uh
uh,
huh.
the the fans in like all the matches. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole okay. The first match they were pretty hyped up. Okay, but up until from after the second and
Right.
third, that's it. Like the whole fans, they were dead throughout. And you're talking about this is Detroit, Michigan. You would think that we be hype up over this shit, but nah, half of them were dead asleep. Ah, try to think. Apparently, he has something wrong with his internet and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The fans disappointing. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna tell you this now. If you went to SummerSlam and you expected a 5-star pay per view, well, you just wasted your money. Practically just wasted your money. See, hopefully he'll be back in a minute. So that's why I hate. Sometimes I hate like like StreamYard and stuff like that. Even like the internet. Like I feel like a lot of people's internet's been acting up. Yo,
Yeah, my bad.
nah,
They trying to cut us down here, bro.
man, I feel you. But I'm gonna let before I go on the rant. I'm gonna let you
Yo.
the piece.
Uh Man, I was disappointed in a lot of the matches. I think the best match of the night was Seth and Finn Balor.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
The pre-show, it was just. I mean, I try to watch the pre-show. See, I used to like the pre-show when it used to be. They used to have matches in the pre-show. They don't have that no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, from the start of it, I don't think it should have been Ricochet and um, Logan Paul. I just
Right.
felt like they could have went a different route. You know what I'm saying? That match was okay. I'm not a big Logan Paul fan though, but I somehow I knew he was gonna win. I'm like, yo, they're not gonna have Logan lose. Like he's a good he's actually a good athlete. You know what I'm saying? But
Facts.
it wasn't there wasn't like a lot of like high flying moves to make you say like, yo, this was a great match to me.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about that one?
I thought it was good. I thought it was. It didn't have like a high, yeah, like you said, it didn't have a high flying match, but it was. it was pretty satisfying, but it was a little bit. I wouldn't call it a little bit slow, but at the same time, it was just it was good for what it was. I think it should have been cut down, probably at least like 5 minutes. It shouldn't have been that long, but I
Right.
liked it though.
You liked it?
Yeah,
Um, I just don't feel like it was. It was like a lot of, like the Royal Rumble thing got people hype. You know what I'm saying? When Logan faced Seth Rollins at Mania 39, that was a
hmm
good match. I just felt like this match was it was okay, but to start off the SummerSlam, I don't think I would have started off with that. You
facts.
know. Um. Yeah. So Logan ends up winning, and what I did like about the match, Logan was doing like certain moves and you know callbacks to Hulk Hogan and Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude. He did the Rude Awakening on Ricochet. He even did like the little Shane O'Mac type when Shane O'Mac comes out and he starts doing that little dance with his feet. He did that.
hmm
That's the best thing I liked about the whole match. I mean, other than that, I don't think it wasn't no moves that was so great that made you say like, yo, this is a classic, match between those two. You know what I'm saying? They had their
It
moment
didn't
at Royal
stand.
Rumble that was cool, and then
Yeah.
I think they tried to carry that over to this match and it didn't work out. Huh? You know what I mean? So it was okay. Logan won. I don't know what they do with Logan now. Where does he go from here? Is he a title contender? What's next for Logan?
I feel like for me, he needs a couple more, like a few more matches, like title contender. That's just honest. I mean, he's good, but he just needs like a couple
Yeah.
of like good matches, other than like Ricochet or whatever. But I
Right.
honestly, all other
Right.
than that though, he'll be. I don't know. I don't know. He just needs a few more matches to be like contender.
Yeah. I mean, because like he look and he got an early opportunity to face Roman when he probably really didn't deserve that shot, and he ended up losing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, y'all putting Logan Paul against Roman Reigns already? I don't think he deserved that shot. But he already
No,
faced Roman. You know what I'm saying? He faced Seth. So what's next? Like, where does he go from Ricochet? You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, and it's like the company loves him. They want to use him more. But I'm like, we don't see him often enough on Raw. You know what I'm saying? So is he just gonna be for pay-per-views? Like what is next for him? So Logan wins. What was the second match? Second match, I wrote all of these down. 'Cause I'm like, yo, like this shit here be. There's a lot to talk about with this shit.
was it Brock Lesnar and
Oh yeah, now, yeah, Brock and Cody, that was decent. Um, I do feel like the Lesnar match with Cody from the last pay per view was better.
Mhm.
The second match. Because the first match he won off of like he didn't the second match he won, I think it was what, by disqualification or something.
Yeah, something
He
like
had
that.
won. The second match, I think Lesnar got him. Like Lesnar had his number. This match, I saw it and I'm like, he can't, like Lesnar started the match off strong, but he finished it off weak.
hmm
And Cody beats him, and he actually shakes Cody's hand, which I was surprised about because I'm like, I didn't expect for Brock to do that. So I'm assuming this is over because this is like supposed to be like the last match in the trilogy between those two. What's
Right.
next for Cody now? Cody beats Brock. What's next for him? Is he back on track to go after Roman in the titles, or we gotta wait till WrestleMania 40 for that? What's next for Cody?
You know what? And to this day, and I say this again, Cody Rhodes should have won at WrestleMania. Because here's the thing. Now with the whole with the whole Brock Lesnar, okay, I can see that happening now. Like if it happened now while Cody was champion, okay, I can
Right.
see that. However, at the same time, it's like, well, Brock Lesnar now. I think there's rumors that this is Brock Lesnar's last match. I
Oh wow.
think.
I
Don't
didn't know
quote
that.
me on it yet. I don't know if he's retiring or he's just taking time off.
Right.
But at the same time, what's next with Brock? What's for Brock Lesnar? What's next? You know what I
Right.
mean? For Cody Rhodes, what's next? So you're gonna have him try to go after Roman Reigns again.
Right.
But
That would.
go ahead.
Now I'm saying if they're planning that to happen, is to me I'm looking at it like, well, it has to happen. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen at WrestleMania 40 next year in Philly, right? But before then, I would think they would have to face each other as a teaser, like at Survivor Series. Maybe you have, like a War Games type of thing where it's Cody have his own team, Roman has his own team, the Bloodline, and Cody can construct his own team to go against the Bloodline, and then we see a preview of what's to come next year with Cody and Roman squaring off at Survivor Series. I don't know. Royal Rumble is in January.
You're like,
Are we gonna see them a teaser of that at WrestleMania 40 at Royal Rumble? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So if it's gonna happen at WrestleMania next year, they're gonna have to tease it at some point between now and I would say Royal Rumble. But I mean, what's next? I don't know. Like I feel like beating Brock, that chapter is over. You get Cody back on track to go after Roman for the titles. How they gonna do it? I don't know.
I like the
You know what I'm
fact that
saying? Uh,
I like the fact that they that Brock, I wasn't expecting that. I like the fact that Brock Lesnar shook his hand, stuff like that, and gave him the respect. I thought
right.
he was gonna fire him. I was waiting for that, but then he actually didn't. I actually respect Brock Lesnar for that. The match
Right.
itself, I thought was good. I thought the match itself was good,
Right.
but it wasn't like blockbuster of the night though.
I'm.
But it was good.
Yeah. It was decent. It was good to see Cody put an end to the chapter. I just felt like Brock. He started the match off strong and then he finished it. To me, he finished it weak. Like I expected a better finish in the way Cody won. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Cody won it too easy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this is Brock Lesnar. This is not some dude off the street. This is Brock Lesnar you dealing with. Like the
Is
first
that
two matches to me were like especially the second one. The second one, Lesnar had Cody's number. You know what I'm saying? But this one, it was like Brock was ready in the beginning, and then it's like the way that Cody beat him, it was like that's it. We don't get like a kick out at the end. Like make him work for that victory. I just thought a little bit too easy.
facts?
You know. So I mean I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just expected a better finish with that match.
Yeah, because I was looking at my phone for a second, and then once I saw
You know what I
Cody
mean?
Brock Lesnar, I'm like, hold on, what? That was it.
Right.
Yeah, it could
It
have been a
was. I
longer.
don't know. Yeah. And the third match we had the battle royal, which I wasn't excited for because I didn't see the point of it. I'm like, what do they get? Are they getting a title shot or what? Are they getting a trophy? What are we getting here? Is this a battle royal with a bunch of people that had no storyline? and
It was.
LA Knight wins. LA Knight was the fan favorite. So a lot of fans, a lot of people I know love LA Knight. He won. What does this do for LA Knight's career moving forward? I have no idea.
He LA Knight. I mean, he needs a title shot, but at the same time, it's like a battle royal. That's kind of like that to me it was more like a filler than anything else. To me, that's just my honest opinion. It was.
Right.
I forgot about that one. I thought it was
Yeah.
okay. LA Knight, yes, he won. I was happy about that. That was the only thing I was happy about.
Yeah, and I was picking Bronson Reed to win. I wasn't even picking LA Knight. I was picking Bronson Reed to win. Bronson
Hmm.
didn't win. We had, AJ Styles was in there. He got bounced out. Amos, he got bounced out. A lot of people was in there. I'm surprised AJ Styles didn't have a match at SummerSlam. Like they gotta do something with him.
Facts.
You know, he's a legend. He's one of the best. How does he not have a match at SummerSlam? You know. So yeah, LA Knight wins. I don't know what happens with him after this. The fourth match you had Shayna and Ronda. To me, that match was boring. Did not care for that match. Shayna ended up winning anyway. That's what she wanted. I think this is Ronda's farewell because her contract is up or something like that. So
Yeah.
you
I
know
felt like I was watching Days of Our Lives for half a some of those promos stuff. I'm like, what the
that it was just some of these the battle royal was boring. The Shayna and Ronda match was boring. I didn't care for those two. You know, I don't think those should have been in the pre-show. They should have had those for the pre-show.
the Baszler and Rousey West match of the night. Honestly,
Yeah, that should have been a part of the pre-show. That was just boring. And we didn't have no Becky. Becky wasn't even there. I don't understand how you don't have Becky
right?
in a match at SummerSlam. I thought for sure it would have been Becky and Trish Stratus, but they decided to do that on Monday Night Raw, which makes no damn sense to me.
Facts.
You know, so there was no Becky. There Rhea, she didn't put her title up on the line. I don't understand how that's happening. There's people saying that she's injured. Supposedly she's injured or something like that, or they're not going to use her as much in title matches. And then why does she have the title? Strip her of the title then.
Exactly. Agree.
You know what I'm saying? If she's injured, why does she have the title?
Agree.
Because right now to me like Becky, Bianca, and Charlotte could beat her. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna come down to one of those three women to take her title at some point. I don't know when she's gonna actually defend her title. I thought it would have been against Raquel Rodriguez. They 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 messed up that whole match. That whole thing with Liv getting injured. It was then it was gonna be Liv against Rhea. They messed that whole thing up on Monday Night Raw. So Rhea didn't have no title match tonight. We got Gunther and Drew. This was a disappointment because I was actually picking Drew to win, and he lost.
Mhm.
And I'm like, but I mean, in a way, I'm not surprised. I'm like, at this point, Gunther is going for Honky Tonk Man's record, and I
Right.
think I think they're gonna have Gunther be the champion until WrestleMania 40. Now, who's gonna beat this man for that title next year at WrestleMania 40? I don't know. Is it gonna be Goldberg? I know Goldberg said he wanted a last match. Is it gonna be Brock? Because I know Gunther, he idolizes Brock. He wants to wants to have a match with Brock Lesnar at some point. Maybe they could get Brock to face him at Mania to take the title. I don't know. But at this
Mhm.
point, who's gonna beat Gunther? Because he's unstoppable right now.
I actually love that match. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the physicality. I loved every,
Right.
and it was pretty much fast paced. It just kept it to me. It just kept me on my feet.
Hmm.
I figured Gunther was gonna win it, but it would have been nice to see Drew McIntyre take the title.
Yeah.
But that would have been just too easy, especially for SummerSlam. But other than that, though, I love the physicality was beautiful, well executed. They put on one hell of a match.
Right.
I loved it from start to finish.
And I was thinking, I'm like, y'all bought Drew back. We didn't see Drew for a minute. I'm thinking, okay, they bringing McIntyre back. He's gonna
Hmm.
definitely face Gunther and beat Gunther for the title, and that didn't happen. So what happens now with Drew? Because it's like you bought this guy back to face Gunther, thinking fooling all of us, saying thinking that he was gonna beat Gunther, and he doesn't. So what happens with Drew now? What's next for him?
Facts. That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of question marks with some of these wrestlers. Like what's next for a lot of these wrestlers here? You know what I mean? So Gunther
I
wins. At this point, I don't see Gunther losing. Like I'm saying, like for me, I would think by WrestleMania 40 he loses the title. To who? I don't know, but I don't see him losing it anytime soon. I think he's definitely gonna go down in the record books as one of the best IC title holders in wrestling.
I agree 110%.
You know, now we get to the three last matches of the night with Seth and Finn.
Oh boy.
This one I wasn't sure about because I know how like Finn really wanted to beat Seth, and it was 7 years when Finn was actually became the first Universal Title champion. He had to forfeit it because he had an injury, and I think it was an arm injury or something. He got a surgery on, and
Yeah.
Seth became a champion and had a great run. And they were battling on Monday Night Raw, different matches, tag matches, and all that. And also going on, you got Damian Priest who won the Money in the Bank, so he was ready to cash it in. And this match was good. It's not one of the best. I think it was a lot of close call pins for Seth and for Finn. I did think at one point that Finn was gonna win it,
Right.
you know. But Seth ended up winning the match on account of Damian Priest interfering in the match,
Yeah.
and him and he did this more than once. Like I don't know if he was trying to cash in the briefcase during the match, or if he was trying to give Finn the briefcase to hit Seth with so that he could win the match. But it looked like he was trying to interfere in the match so that Finn could win. But Finn didn't take it that way. So now that Seth beats Finn, and he beat Finn more than once, is it possible that Damien gets kicked out of Judgment Day?
Could be the possibility, or what I think was going to happen is that the way Damian Priest gave him the Money in the Bank thing,
Yeah,
he wanted
the briefcase.
he wanted Finn Balor to win, so then that way Damian Priest could cash in on Finn
Right.
Balor, which I felt like if Finn Balor won, I felt like Damian Priest was trying to do that, and then that's a feud like there
Yeah.
between those two.
Yep.
I think they still gonna have a
And
feud. It's coming. It's just a matter of time.
right. And they were kind of low key building up to that in the last couple of weeks when at Money in the Bank when Damien had won the briefcase, and they made like an agreement that Dame wasn't gonna cash in before Finn gets his shot with Seth. Well, those two title shots came and went because Finn lost both of them to Seth. So now, but Damien still has the briefcase. So now, if you're Damian Priest and you're in the Judgment Day, and you see that Rhea is the women's champion, and Dom just won the North American title from Wesley on NXT, what are you gonna do? You have the Money in the Bank. You have won the Money in the Bank. So are you not gonna cash it in because you don't want to hurt Finn's feelings, even though he lost twice to Seth Rollins? Or do you say, F it, I gotta go for mine. I'm gonna cash it in because they definitely gonna have something is gonna happen on Monday Night Raw where they're gonna have to speak to each other, and Finn is I expect that to open Monday Night Raw. Finn is pissed off, and he looked at Damian Priest like, yo, like I can't believe you did that. So at some point during Monday Night Raw, they're gonna have that speech. Whether it's backstage or in the ring, where he gonna be pissed off at Damian like, yo, like why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? So I believe that feud is coming. People are saying, but my thing is like this. Like I always thought the leader of Judgment Day was Damian Priest, but people are saying the leader is Finn. So if the leader is Finn gonna kick out Damian Priest because he interfered in his match, or if Damian is the leader, is a true leader, does he get rid of Finn because all the other members got titles. Damian Priest can only cash in his briefcase anytime. Finn is the only one that let them down. He don't have no gold around his waist.
It
So
could
what
be
happens with that? And if they kick out Finn, who comes in to replace? Who replaces Finn? Is it going to be J.D. McCullough, who they've been have rumors about for a couple weeks? Is it going to be? I heard even Randy Orton, which I think would be crazy if Orton joins them. I can't see Orton joining them though. I think Orton he's better off on his own, but and anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
that's going to be interesting to see. I expect for them to have a match with each other at the next pay per view, which is gonna be Payback. So Payback will be September 2nd. So I think something's gonna come out of that at the next pay per view. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think they've been building this up since Money in the Bank. So something has to go down on Monday Night Raw. So we're gonna find out. But Finn loses again to Seth. Even with Seth now, what's next for him? Because we didn't see the return of Randy Orton. We didn't see the return of Bray Wyatt. Um, I know there was speculation about Big E returning, but doctors are saying he should retire. He doesn't want to do that. So all these returns we heard about, there's only one return that we saw tonight, and we'll get to that. But what's next with Seth? I don't see him losing this title anytime soon either.
I agree. I mean,
You know,
it. It's like you let now with SummerSlam being over, you leaving shit open. It's like okay, now it's every man for themselves.
yeah, basically that's how I see it.
Yeah,
You know, but yeah, but that wasn't a bad match. That was enjoyable. I liked it.
yeah, that was
We
good.
got the women's triple threat match for the women title. Charlotte, Asuka versus Charlotte and Bianca.
Ooh,
Um, I had my issues with this match. It's
ooh,
like it was. I thought Charlotte was gonna win because they always give it to Charlotte.
right.
Um, to me there wasn't like one person in this match I could say like like she was the best one in the match. I feel like it was equal, and then Bianca had her little moment where she had messed up her knee, and she ends up going on top of the rope and doing a splash on Charlotte, and Charlotte does the figure eight on her, and Asuka while Charlotte does the figure eight on Bianca, Asuka comes in and sprays her with the green mist, and then Bianca rolls up Charlotte. Was it Charlotte? She rolled up Charlotte for the win, and she won the title for a couple seconds. And then Io Sky comes out. She was the winner of the women's Money in the Bank match. She comes out with her briefcase with Bailey, and she cashes it in, and then she wins the actual match. So, but I think I already called it because I was like, yo, I this is the best time for Io Sky to win the match, because if she don't do it now, she's never gonna be able to get it.
Right.
And I called it, and it happened. So Io Sky is the new women's champion. I was surprised to see Dakota Kai came out because I know she had tore her Achilles or something, and she
Yeah.
came out and she hugged Io Sky, and you had like a little damage control moment with all three of them hugging in the ring. I'm happy for Io Sky. I've seen her a lot on NXT. She was phenomenal. She was a great champion on that brand, and hopefully we can see more of her greatness as a champion on WWE now, on the main roster. So, congratulations to her. I was sad that Bianca didn't win, that she didn't really that she won, but she lost. I was sad that she lost, but I think for Bianca now, they're gonna put her in the new stable with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
I can see that.
I definitely think I don't know what they're calling it right now, but right now I'm calling it Hurt Business 2.0. I think that's what it's gonna be.
Mm,
and he also was talking to Carmelo Hayes. So
right.
maybe they'll bring up Carmelo Hayes when he loses his title, and then that'll be the stable that he joins. So I
Right.
could see them. They're building something. I could see that, and I like what it is right now. So I think Bianca's gonna turn heel, and she's gonna join Bobby Lashley's new stable with her boo is in the Street Profits. So
Oh
it
yeah.
makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But
Makes sense.
yeah. So but I don't know what did you think about the match though?
I thought it was match of the night because I'm gonna tell you why. Because even though I thought Charlotte was gonna win, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, she wasn't gonna win. I mean, come on.
Right.
I thought Oscar. I thought she was gonna retain because when Bianca Belair went over the went over the ropes and hit the steel steps,
Right.
I thought she was done. But the fact that she came like back to the ring, still fought. I give her a lot of credit for that. You know what I mean? That was a great moment.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody did their part. You know what I mean? They did an excellent job. And then, like once Bianca won, that's when I'm like, oh, yep, whatever her name is, come out. Yep, just had
Asuka,
to.
Io Sky.
Yeah, Aya Sky.
See, I still call her Io Shirai because that was her name on NXT.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and they
So.
changed it for whatever reason. But
Right.
Io Shirai, Io Sky, she won. A lot of people was cheering for her. So
Yeah.
hopefully we see signs of NXT Io Shirai, in her championship reign now. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for her. Give it to somebody else other than Charlotte and the same people.
Exactly. Yeah. Give it somebody different. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was satisfied with that match. I think that was probably match of the night.
We didn't get Bailey and Shotzi. I was surprised about that. I thought for sure they would have had that match at SummerSlam, and for whatever reason they had Shotzi come out on SmackDown last night, which was made no sense to me.
No, I did not.
You know,
Yeah.
but at some point I think we'll get that match. Maybe at Payback we'll get that match. You know,
Hopefully.
um, then the last match was Roman and Jay, main
Oh,
event Jay. You know,
you.
um,
I was going to say I'm
mhm.
saving my rants. I'm gonna wait till you get done completely.
that match was okay. It was okay, but I had issues with that match. You could tell that Jay to me is not ready to be a singles wrestler yet.
Right.
Like he has to get more matches by himself to be.
Mm,
And I mean, if he really wants to go solo, he has to get more matches under his belt by himself before that
mm.
happens. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't believable. I'm like, Jay's fighting Roman in the main event at SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm like, nah. I'm like, he's not ready yet. He don't. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have that main stage yet. Not yet. His
Right.
time is gonna come. I just don't feel like. I think they've rushed it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't really even for Roman, they don't really have an opponent for him.
No.
He's beating everybody. They don't have nobody for him
Right.
like even if Randy Orton came back, who's to say Randy Orton's gonna beat him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Randy lost to him in the past, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like Randy Orton is gonna end his reign, really?
Right.
Bray is gonna end him. Like Bray, we still waiting for Bray. All these rumors they've been saying for months. Oh, Bray's coming back. He still didn't come back yet.
No. Yeah.
What happened to Braun Strowman? Where's he at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't have nobody for Roman. It's like they're just throwing anybody at him at this point. Like, let's throw in his family member. Oh, we're gonna have Jay fight him. We're gonna have Solo fight him at some point. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but I mean, it was a decent match. It wasn't great. You know, you would think with the stipulation with this whole tribal match, whatever the hell they were calling it. I'm like, can we see something different? You know what I'm saying? Can we see them like in a parking lot or something. You know,
Mm,
surrounded like by fire, like like you know what I mean, like something different other than because I'm like the stipulation was just basically anything goes. Like they could use chairs, tables,
right,
kendo sticks, which is what they were using anyway.
right,
And they just put like a fancy name on the match. I'm like, this is an anything goes match. That's basically what it is. No disqualification. You know, solo comes out when they're like fighting in the crowd, and he puts Jay through a table. You know, I was expecting to see all of these rumors we kept hearing about. Oh, the Rock is coming back. How long we been hearing about that? They were saying that for like the last 2 3 years. The Rock is WrestleMania 39. The Rock is coming back. He's gonna help Cody win. He didn't come out, and Cody lost.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They said it tonight again. The Rock is coming back. Because the actors are on strike. He has nothing to do. Where did the Rock? I didn't see the Rock. Where they had breaking news. Oh, the Rock's family is at SummerSlam. I didn't. They didn't even show the Rock's family there.
No, they didn't.
They didn't show none of them. I'm like, if they were there, they must have been backstage, and they didn't go backstage to show them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where's all these people that were supposed to come back? Randy Orton. Wait, I didn't see Randy Orton. So is he coming back for Monday Night Raw?
False sabotage.
Bray Wyatt. Where's Bray Wyatt is coming back? I didn't see him either. You know what I'm saying? All these people. What was the other? There's another female that had came back that they signed her back. I didn't see her show up at all. All these people they said was coming back. The one person that came back was Jimmy,
Oh,
and he turned on his brother and caused Jay to lose the match to Roman. So now you're gonna have what, Jimmy versus Jay, because they always said Jimmy was jealous of Jay. And then they say after the match, oh, we might have a reverse Civil War match. It's gonna be Jimmy joining Roman and Solo joining Jay because Roman speared Solo by accident when Jay got out of the way. So Solo's gonna turn on Roman and he gonna be by Jay. So we can have a reverse Civil War type of tag team match. What else can happen? Like, where's Rikishi at? I heard he wanted to be a part of the storyline. Where he at?
right.
I'm like, at this point, it's like, what more can they do? It's like, I feel like Roman has to lose these titles to Cody. He has to. He has to. He should have lost at WrestleMania 39. That's how it should have ended. I was saying that for months. If Cody had won those titles at 39, then it would have been like, that's how you continue the storyline, because now the tribal chief is defeated, and this is like the road back. Like, can he come back and win the titles again? That would have been a better storyline.
I agree.
But they know that they botched that story. Y'all botched that ending.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So now because Roman has won and he hasn't lost, who is gonna beat him? It's come to the point now where he don't even got to show up for every pay per view, because it's like, why show up? Nobody's gonna beat him. They gotta basically throw some attitude era wrestlers at him. Stone Cold Steve Austin, are you healthy? Maybe he could beat Roman. Undertaker, you want to come back for one more match? Maybe he could beat Roman. You know, even with Taker said it to himself when he retired. He's like, yo, he's bored at home. He wants to wrestle. Why not have Undertaker come back? You know what I'm saying? You know, the Rock. I mean, it's not like he's busy doing movies and stuff. They on strike, and we don't know when that strike gonna be over. He should have been here.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. They're running out of ideas for this storyline because they messed it up at WrestleMania 39.
They did.
I mean, shit. Who's next for Roman? Is he gonna battle Paul Heyman at Payback? He fought everybody else. You might as well. You might as well. They don't know what to do at this point. I'm like, really? I'm like, yo, like Jay. I want to see Jay. To me, at this point, I think Jay needs to go solo. Like Uso's been a tag team forever. They've won the titles forever. They're definitely in the Hall of Fame, as far as I'm concerned. One of the best tag teams ever. But it's time for Jay to do his own thing solo wise. Every tag team all the great tag teams, there was that one member that went solo. Hart Foundation, Bret Hart went solo. He knew when it was time. He became a Hall of Famer, won every title in the company. Shawn Michaels left the Rockets, Hall of Famer, won every title in the company. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I think it's just time for them to just split up and Jay do his singles thing. But he has to get more matches as a singles wrestler because like watching him tonight, I'm like, yeah, he showed potential, but he's not there yet. He's not ready for the main event.
Oh man.
What did you think about it? I know it's all over the place.
See, I have a problem. This
Mm-hmm.
problem. This I have a big problem with this match. This match is
Right.
uh Jimmy, are you fucking serious? That's the best you can
I
come
don't
up
understand it.
with?
Yo.
Are you kidding me? So
I
you've
don't
been out,
understand it.
you've been out for a month on injury or whatever the hell, and then you come back and you turn on your brother. That's the best you can come up with. You couldn't have got what? Rikishi? You could have gotten The Rock, which by the way, he ain't doing shit because he's on the because shit. Every last movie that is in either post production or in pre production is on strike right now. So
Right, they on strike.
you mean to tell me that you couldn't come back for one night in Detroit, Michigan? Are you freaking
I
kidding
don't
me
get
right
it.
now? I
That
don't
that
get
would have. I
it either.
think if he had came out at the end of the match, that would have been a great way to end the pay per view. Because then you get
Thank
everybody
you.
talking about it.
Thank you.
Like yo, The Rock
Thank you.
showed up and he caused
Yes.
Roman to lose and Jay won. That would be the way to end off the pay per
That
view.
would have been. That would have been. But
Yeah.
once again, the writers on WWE dropped the ball once again. Now you want Roman Reigns to what? Continue? What? Continue? Why? Why? Why
I
continue?
don't get it.
Once again, and I'm gonna say it's one last time for all the people who are talking about stuff. Oh, Roman Reigns, whatever. Like Roman Reigns, he should have lost at WrestleMania. That would have made better sense.
Exactly.
But you want to sit here, the Roman Reigns puny. That's what it is. Vince McMahon is is orgasming every time Roman Reigns wins. He's
But
all over the place.
Vince, but they saying well, Vince had surgery. Like he's not around the company right now. He's at home recovering some surgery he had. I think it was spinal surgery or something. You know what I'm
Vince
saying? So
he needs to
he's
retire.
not he's not involved, which is good because like once Vince meddles in the show, you could tell the difference between when he is a part of the show and when Triple H has the last saying it.
If I was the writer, I would have made Jay win only because it would have made more sense. However, like you said, is he ready for singles?
He's not ready.
He has the potential, but he needs to be in more singles matches,
Yeah.
like you said,
Hmm.
to show his potential. Because he's pretty decent on the mic. I'll give him that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He could cut a promo. I give him that.
Hmm.
But the best thing y'all could come up with fucking
Jimmy.
Jimmy fucking Uso.
Yeah. It makes no sense because you know what I'm saying. Jimmy was on Jay's side. Jimmy actually turned on Roman to help his brother. So that they have to explain what happened with Jimmy being away. Like did Roman and Paul Heyman get to him? Was it Solo in his ear? Was it the higher tribal chiefs in his ear? What made Jimmy turn on Jay?
And was that all? Was that all when Jimmy Uso was injured? Was that all a setup just to break Jay?
That's true too.
So
But
so
Roman is the one. Roman is the one that told Jay Jimmy was always jealous of you.
mhm.
Remember
Yep.
when they were ready to make when Roman was like, "Yo, like Jay, you're gonna be the new tribal chief. I'm gonna groom you to take after me."
Right.
And he told him he was like, "Yo, Jimmy was always jealous of you,"
Hmm.
and Jay didn't want to believe him. Now you see,
So yeah, so it is jealousy then. But then it's like, well, at the same time, where does that leave Sokoa? Because remember, I thought
Mm,
Sokoa was going to turn on Roman Reigns when after he speared him.
right.
I thought that for a second, but then it's like, okay, if I would have been happy if Sokoa turned on Roman, I would have been happy with that one. But
I,
no Rikishi, no nobody. Are you
and
kidding me?
supposedly they were there.
Oh
They said
God.
the higher chiefs and all that was there, but they didn't show them. So if they were there, they were either backstage or they were somewhere in the arena, but they never showed them. The camera was never on them.
There was the man. They was probably at the bar having like martinis and stuff like that. Probably, I don't know. But that's just like it's like all these rumors. And then
Yeah.
you had Jay Uso did the whole like pay homage to The Rock with that slap and spit
Right. Yes,
thing.
I noticed that. I noticed that too.
So what? So why
I don't
why
get
was
that.
homage? What was the whole point? And Rock big headed behind and come out.
I don't get that at all. I don't. Me personally, I don't care to see Jimmy versus Jay. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's a main event type of match.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? That's more like they could throw that in the middle of a pay per view, like for payback or something. I don't think like if for payback, I don't see that being the last match on payback.
I don't think so.
Unless something major goes down, like unless they have Jimmy and Jay and The Rock comes out or something. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? It has to be something like that. I don't think that's gonna draw a lot of views for that match, like for a main event match.
Yeah, and I feel bad for who would spend $1,000 front row seat, and even look at the people in the front row seat.
Man,
They were so boring, and they were half asleep.
I don't. I'm glad that I'm able to watch these pay-per-views on on streaming now. Because back in the day when you had to pay like 39.95, 49.95 for a pay-per-view, I would have
Right?
been pissed off if I had to pay that.
Exactly.
After watching one went down tonight, I'm like, nah, this was not definitely not one of the best SummerSlams ever.
No, it's not
You
close.
know what I'm
I was
saying? Um, and then it's like, okay, remember, Roman speared Solo by accident when he was
yeah.
going to spear Jay. So what happens now with that? Do you have because there's been rumors before that they say that Solo is gonna turn on Roman at some point. Is this when it's gonna happen?
You should turn on him tonight. Been great.
Right. You should have turned him tonight.
Right.
But if I'm thinking that might happen on SmackDown because I don't know at this point. I don't know if Roman is even gonna show up on Payback.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he already beat Jay. So what's next for him? It's like they don't have no opponent for him. You know what I
Nothing.
mean? So he might not even show up for Payback. It might the main event might be Jay and Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? And Solo will probably be involved somehow. But is this one we're gonna see Solo turn on Roman and stand by Jay, and then Jimmy stands by Roman, which would be crazy. Because Jimmy was the one that turned on Roman for his own brother. So how do you turn on your brother for Roman again? You know, I don't get it. I just that match should have definitely had The Rock show up for that, or Rikishi, one of them.
That was been wrong.
You know, um, on a scale of like 1 to 10, I would give this like a 5.
Oh, you being nice.
I really didn't like it. Some of the matches that was really hyped up was the disappointment. Like the Cody and Brock match, I expected a better finish with that
Right.
match. I felt like Cody just beat him too easily at the end,
Right.
especially when Brock started the match off really strong, and it's just like Cody did like what like 3 finishes on him, and then that was it.
Right.
I've seen Brock kick out of finishes like that in the past. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that. The battle royal was boring to me. I didn't see the incentive other than LA Knight winning for the fans.
Yeah.
What's next for LA Knight? Are they gonna promote him like a a contender now, or they're just gonna have him be a jobber?
Oh, God.
This is really his first like significant win on the major brand.
Yeah.
You know, Gunther and Drew, that was a disappointment because I thought Drew actually was gonna take that. How silly of me to think like that. Gunther, I don't see Gunther losing anytime soon.
No, neither.
Seth and Finn, I actually had Seth won, but I actually had Finn to win because I was thinking like, yo, the Judgment Day's gonna go all out for Finn to win this, and they tried, but I think Damien throwing the briefcase to Finn, and then Seth doing the curb stomp on him off the briefcase. That to me that's gonna be the reason why Finn and Damien gonna have beef now.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, so Seth wins that. I don't see him losing anytime soon either. Austin Theory, he was a part of the Battle Royal, and he should have had his title up. I don't know why they keeping him out of matches. The United States champion. Why isn't he defending the title?
Right.
Is he injured too?
God.
I'm not understanding that. He shouldn't have been in the battle unless the winner of the Battle Royal is actually going to take on Austin Theory. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the case, why have the actual champion in the Battle Royal?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He should have had his title up on the line tonight also. But I don't get what they're doing over there.
Facts.
Back in the day, everybody defended their title. It wasn't, oh, Rhea, you take off, Austin, you take off. They didn't do that back in the day.
No, they didn't. They get title.
Yeah, that now it's like they're trying to like prolong their title run. Like, oh, we're gonna have Rhea not in this pay per view, and and she was the last good match. Not I can't even say the last good match. Like she defended her title at what was that, Backlash in Puerto Rico against the Puerto Rican chick. I forgot her name. Zelina. And the thing is, it wasn't even a great match, but I wanted to see Zelina beat her in Puerto Rico.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But it was the crowd went over well for Zelina. You know what I'm saying? Now the Zelina needs to be promoting more too, but that was really like her last title defense. I mean, she battled Natalia. I'm like, but they using Natalia as a jobber now too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at some point, Rhea gonna have to defend that title. Like, I want to see that happen. Like, either Becky or Bianca or Charlotte. One of those three, she needs to defend that title against. And she's gonna lose. And she ain't gonna keep that title forever. Especially if she's injured. If she's injured, they need to strip her that title soon.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm giving this a 5 because I don't think it was great. I think the best match of the night was Seth and Finn.
That was good.
You know what I'm saying? And they're some of my favorites. I like Finn. I want to see Finn go back to Demon Finn though. So if he like leave the Judgment Day, maybe that's good. We could see him go back to Demon Finn and take on the whole Judgment Day on his own.
Right.
I don't know what they're gonna plan about. I'm thinking it's gonna be Damien getting kicked out of the Judgment Day, but we'll see. We'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw. But to me, that was the best match of the night. Well, how are you rating it?
I had it at a 7.5. The last match. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Oh wow! So you didn't care for the album?
I don't know because here's the thing. I'm laughing more at the people who spend like $2,000 for those seats, which they were fuck. And then Cody Rhodes' mom, her acting was so off.
I saw her.
It was terrible. I'm like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, you might as well put in freaking Kim Kardashian can act better than that.
Right.
That's not saying much at all.
Right. Facts.
the crowd was they were too quiet. If this was Japan, oh,
Yeah.
this would have been a bigger crowd. Or if this was anywhere else, it would have been a
Facts.
bigger crowd. But the fact that like okay, if you're gonna go to a pay per view, if you're gonna be quiet like that, you might as well go to a library for free. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, come on now. I mean,
Facts.
you in Detroit, Michigan, and I'm sure people travel all over the world. And then you sitting there, on your telephone and stuff. I saw a couple people in the audience. I paid close attention.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Cause they were
saying?
bored. They were
Yeah, I'm
bored.
like, well, I'll be bored too, but I'm not gonna go spend $1,000 on front row seats. I mean, you know what I mean? Like the prices was just terrible. And then
Yeah.
it was funny because one of my friends was like, "Oh, I could get you a ticket, but you have to Uber." Oh, I'm like, "Forget that. Are you kidding me? No, I'm
You
not
want you
spending
want
a
to do
dime. This is SummerSlam. This is not WrestleMania."
right.
So therefore, I put 4.5 because I had several
Yeah.
problems with this paper.
I just don't understand. Like the rumors, I can't pay attention to the rumors no more because rumors they've been wrong this whole year. And when
Easily.
it comes to like people coming back, I'm like, I have to see it for myself because it's like it happened with WrestleMania 39. There was all these rumors. Same with this one. It's
Yep.
probably gonna happen for Survivor Series. So I'm not paying attention to rumors no more. None of these people showed up.
Nope.
Only Jimmy came back tonight. Um, I don't understand with some of these title holders like Austin Theory and Rhea that's not putting their title up at a major pay per view like this because this is considered a major pay per view for them.
Right.
They're nowhere to be found on the card.
Nope.
You know, the feud with Bailey and Shotzi. Why wasn't that a match?
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? Rhea and Raquel Rodriguez. Why wasn't that a match at SummerSlam? Why did it have to be on Raw? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It didn't make no sense to me.
None of it makes
You
sense.
know,
Honestly.
it's like they're saving matches for the shows instead of the pay per views. And this is a major pay per view. It's like one of like the big four. Like how could you not have Rhea put her title on the line or Austin Theory? Austin Theory had that belt for like a whole year now. Why isn't he defending his title at every pay per view?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. You know, like I said, like Jay has the potential to be a main eventer one day. It's just not now. I just think they've rushed it. I don't think he's ready to be a main attraction yet. He has to get more solo matches under his belt, and maybe this is the time when you say, okay, the Usos have officially taken hiatus. Jay's gonna main event. Jay's gonna officially become a singles wrestler now, and that'll start with tonight, and then taking on Jimmy at Payback, and so on moving forward. You know what I'm
I
saying? Because like it looked good on paper, but then when you actually see it like as this the as for SummerSlam as the last match, I'm like he's not ready yet.
it
He's
was
not
just
ready.
it was just too like slow burn the way they
Yeah,
did. And I understand they were trying to build it up, and then it's
right.
like okay, Roman Reigns, this is the same stuff over and over. He
Yeah.
starts off slow, then he
Hmm.
does one or two new moves. Other than that, though, it's just the same shit over and over. So what? Why do I want? Why? How long are we gonna see this? We've been seeing this for several years now.
Right. I agree. You know what I mean?
So
So that I want to see. I want to see him start his solo career now. For Roman, I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Roman. I think Roman might have to take another vacation. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with Roman now.
well, the rumor was he was supposed to be on hiatus, but
Right.
Vince McMahon, I heard, wasn't gonna let him.
But what more at this point could they do? It's like he's beating
Right.
everybody in the country. He got to start. He might have to go over to AEW and feud with them. What more is he gonna do on? He's beating everybody in the company. So it's like, what's
Right.
next?
Right,
They're gonna have to go put him on vacation for a while, cause like they can't come up. It's like the people that are gone. They don't know when hell they returning. We hear the rumors, and they didn't show up. None of them showed up tonight.
no,
So it's like you want Bray. Where the hell is Bray at? You know, I hear he's healthy. Like, why isn't he back on the show already? Randy Orton. I'm expecting Randy to come back on Monday Night Raw. If he doesn't show up on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown next week, then I don't know when else he's coming back. You know what I'm saying? And him too. He's another one that the doctors told him not to come back, and he said he's coming back. So him and Big E, they both refusing the doctor's orders, and they both intend on coming back. So I don't
yeah,
know. Braun Strowman, where is he at? These are
right.
people that Roman could be taking on right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we gotta make a call to Stone Cold or the Undertaker. You know, or Goldberg wants one more match. Do you have Goldberg fight him again?
No,
You know what I mean? So I don't know what they're gonna do with Roman. If I was those riders, I wouldn't know what to do. I'm like, man, just let's draw straws. I don't know at this point. I don't know what the hell what he's gonna do.
at this point, draw
Be-
straws or flip
You
a
know what I'm
coin.
saying? Because he's taking on everybody. So it's like, does he show up at Payback? Does he show up at is he gonna be at Survivor Series? We don't know. The Survivor Series is really the next big pay per view in November. So
God,
what happens between now and November?
a quarter past nothing. I can see
I
that now.
man, if if that I literally see this storyline being boring. I think people are bored at this point. And I
Yeah,
think if they don't have a good opponent for Roman in the next couple months, going into like Survivor Series or even Royal Rumble, the story's gonna die before we even get to the next WrestleMania. For real.
I can
They
see
like
that.
they if they plan on having Cody go against Roman next year, they're gonna have to start building that up probably before the end of the year.
Yeah,
Like
better.
like like at Survivor Series. Like I said, like give Cody his own team and Roman the I don't know, some form of the bloodline, whoever's gonna still be in it by then, and you have like a War Games type of Survivor Series and let them duke it out and get people hyped up for WrestleMania next year. Get them a teaser, but if they don't do that, I don't know how the hell they're gonna have Cody and Roman next year.
They need to go back the other right. You need to have a meeting. They need to start going back to the drawing.
Yeah,
Because now with all these matches, like all of them, I had fun. There was no such thing as a perfect match in this paper.
right.
Now it's like, what are you gonna do with them? What are you gonna do with all these
Yeah.
people that have title? What are
They
you?
they all every title holder needs to be defending their title. Like back in the day, every title holder defended their title. How do you if Rhea Ripley is injured, why is she still holding on to the title? The
Facts.
same way they made Finn 7 years ago forfeit his title the night after SummerSlam to Seth. And many other champions have done that. They need to make Rhea do that if she's really injured. I don't know. They saying that she's injured, but she's still competing every now and then. So how injured is she?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? If she's injured, that title got to go. She can't keep that title. Austin Theory, I don't know what's his issue. I'm like, bro, this dude has held on to the title for a whole year, it seems, and he has not defended the title at every pay per view. Why is that? How was he in the battle royal and he's a damn champion? I don't get that.
I agree.
And he got thrown out. He got thrown out by Santo Escobar.
Good.
So you have the US champion in the battle royal that don't need to be in the battle royal that got thrown out of the battle royal very
Right.
early too. He didn't even stay. He wasn't one of the last ones in there. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know, understand what they're doing with people, with those people.
I don't either.
You know what I mean? So yeah, this is not good. I'm glad I got the soul for free.
Right.
The next pay per view is September 2nd. Payback. I don't think I'll even review that. I'm only sticking to like the major ones. Like Survivor Series is November. I'm gonna definitely do a review on that in November. October, I don't know what pay per views in October for them. So you know, If you plan on doing a discussion about those, then I'll join you for those. But I
Yeah.
don't plan on reviewing Payback or whatever pay per views in October. So
Uh,
you know what I
Lord,
mean?
that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I, you know what? I'm gonna retract um my rating
Uh,
on I said 4.5. Right? I'm gonna give it a 4.
a 4. Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, I got a big problem. I got a big problem with
Yeah.
this whole thing. Some of it was good, but match of the night was, in my opinion, the three-way women's match. That was a highlight.
Right.
Other than that, though, the ending, either the endings are disappointment or they just left everything out of the open now. Like
I
who they
forgot to
discussing?
mention also. I forgot to mention why there wasn't no tag title matches tonight. Where was Sammy and Kevin?
And you know what's funny? They were here. They were here in Michigan. They
I saw them right, but they
they
said now the end is well. I don't know if it's real or not. They said KO was injured,
yeah, they
but
said
I saw a picture of KO and Sammy at the Tigers game.
mm-hmm.
So what and they had the titles with them. So why didn't they have a match tonight?
That's a good question.
That makes no sense.
No.
And the women's tag team what's her name? Um, Chelsea Green and Samaya Reese. That's her name.
Oh wow.
Yeah, where were they at? They didn't defend their titles tonight. So
Probably.
I think it's the first time ever I've seen a SummerSlam where there was no tag team titles on the line. That's crazy.
Because they were all probably at the Tigers game or they were probably at the bars downtown.
Right. So if KO is really injured, how the hell did he show up at the Tigers game drinking?
Facts. Right.
You know what I mean? Like this is what I'm talking about. You have like 4 titles that could have been decided tonight that none of them the title holders were a part of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you give us matches like Shayna and Ronda, which that shit could have been on the pre-show to me.
Something.
I thought that was one of the worst matches on there.
Oh God.
You know, I'm like this really was not shouldn't have been on the main event. That should have been in the pre-show. This wasn't for the main card. That had to be a Vince call. I wouldn't have booked that at all.
That would have been a minute and a half match.
You know what I mean? That I would have definitely not booked that. You
No.
know, yeah, like I said, I was disappointed in the Drew match, but I guess that was my own fault because I was picking Drew. I was being that he came back. I was like, yo, they're gonna have Drew came back and have Drew beat Gunther for the title. That didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen. So Gunther is going to be the title holder till next year. I don't see nobody beating him. Um, what happens with Logan Paul? Where does he go with Seth? What happens with him? Cody beat Brock to end the trilogy. What happens with him? Is he back on the road to going after Roman and those titles?
I could see that.
Um, Io Sky is the new women's champion. It's gonna be
Yeah.
interesting to see if she stays with Damage Control. I don't. I think she's gonna leave Damage Control,
I could see
and
that.
I think that's gonna set up a match between her and Bailey at some point, maybe for Payback. I don't know, or Survivor Series, but I think that's gonna happen with Roman. The most importantly, what happens with him? what happens with? Is he gonna fight Willy Wonka at this point? Because I don't know. It's starting to get boring now. It's like okay,
Right.
Jimmy and Jay. I don't know if fans are really gonna be hyped for that. I'm not really hyped for that.
Might as well fight Michael Cole at this shit.
Right? Somebody, Vince McMahon. You know when he comes back.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not hyped for Roman and like for a paper like for them if that's gonna be the main event for Payback, that's gonna be a shitty one too.
I agree.
Cause I'm not hyped to see Jay and Jimmy go at it. I really ain't. And I know they mentioned that in the interview they did with Ari, forgot his last name,
Yeah.
but he's like a big time wrestling fan. You seen his show right on YouTube?
Right. Yeah.
And they had that interview before the last pay per view that happened, and they were talking about someday facing each other at WrestleMania, but WrestleMania is months away. So, but please don't tell me you're gonna drag this out up until WrestleMania 40.
I,
They
please,
can't do that. They
just
can't do that.
stop. They should have stopped right there. This be the
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if they're gonna battle, it would have to be now because I can't see them dragging out that storyline up until March or April next year. That wouldn't make no sense at all. So if we're gonna get Jimmy and Roman, I say it's gonna be in at Payback in September, but I'm not hyped for that match at all. So
I'm not either.
you know what I mean? Oh man, I don't know. It just wasn't a good SummerSlam for me tonight. I'm giving it a 4, and I know you gave it a 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw. I expect Randy Orton to come back on Monday Night Raw if he's really coming back.
Right.
I expect the Finn and Damian to go at it. Well, not go at it, but to have a confrontation about what
Right.
happened after tonight's match.
Right.
Other than that, I don't know what else is gonna happen. So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting coming up on Monday to see what happens.
You know what would have been the biggest surprise though?
Mm.
If Damien cashed in on Roman Reigns and actually won it, I would have been
But
surprised.
that's what I was thinking. But it was like when he won the briefcase, it seemed like he was just going after. He was gonna go after Seth, or he was gonna go after the U.S. title. I'm like, why not go after Roman?
That would have been surprising tonight.
You know what I'm saying? And it's possible he could still do that, but it's like with everything that's going on within the bloodline, is like, how are they gonna fit Damien into that? You know what I'm saying? Because it was like even when Riddle came back, and I totally forgot that Riddle was out with injury because of the bloodline. When Riddle came back, I'm like, why are they throwing Riddle in the bloodline story? I didn't understand that.
I
You
didn't
know what I'm
either.
saying? So and he came back for a couple matches and fought them, but I didn't care for Riddle being a part of that story. I'd rather see them within the bloodline go at it. But it's possible Damien could still do that. But when would he have to? He would have to cash it in. When would he cash it in though?
He should have cashed it. Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? Because if he cash it, it's like if they plan on still having Cody beat Roman for the titles, that's WrestleMania 40. So that's what next April.
right.
So it would have to be after Cody beats Roman. So that's like next spring. He would have to wait.
Yeah.
That's way too long. If he want to cash it in before then, he would have to go after Roman at one of these upcoming pay per views or SmackDown shows. I don't know because then it's like if he cash it in against Roman and he lose, that would be bad. You know what I'm saying? Then Cody's story is not finished because Cody's story finishes when he beats Roman for those titles.
Facts.
That's how he felt. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So his story's not finished. He's still on the path of finishing that story, but the Lesnar thing was like a detour from that story. Now that he beat Lesnar finally, he's back on that path to going after Roman. How
Right.
soon is he gonna go after Roman? I don't know. Like I said, they're gonna have to do it by the end of the year, going into Royal Rumble. You know what I'm saying? So either at Survivor Series or after Survivor Series, you got to start having that story happen again.
Right.
With Damien, I don't know, like because he already lost to Seth. You had Finn lose to Seth twice because of him. So I don't know if he's gonna go after Roman. I don't know when that's gonna be. I don't even think the company knows. They just like yo, this shit. I don't know. They get one of these riders in here. They could think of something. You know what I'm
They just
saying?
had
I was thinking that too. I'm like unless he's intimidated by Roman. Maybe he doesn't want to go after Roman. Maybe he feels like going after Seth and going after Gunther or Austin Theory. He have a better chance of winning. But I don't think he could beat Gunther at all either.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with like Gunther have his own stable. He got the Imperial. So I don't. The Imperial not afraid of them. They're not afraid of Judgment Day.
Facts.
They actually was working. Remember, they were working together to go at KO and Sammy. So
Right.
I don't think he could beat Gunther even if he tried. So I mean that he's left with Austin Theory. You want to cash in the briefcase for the U.S. title? You know what I'm saying? That's like a mid title. That's not like a world championship title.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You want to, you know what I mean? So it's like that's really his best bet right now. So I don't know how they're gonna play out his story either. With the I think he might actually lose the briefcase. I was saying earlier, what if him and Finn um um have that feud and Finn challenges Damian for the briefcase, and then what if Finn wins that briefcase?
That would have made sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because then to me I think Finn is a better wrestler than Damian anyway. I think Finn have a better chance of beating Roman or well he lost to Seth twice. I don't see why you go after Seth again. He would have to catch Seth when he's down, but I think Finn have a better chance of Roman because when they fought at Extreme Rules, when was it last year? He he
Yeah.
he he literally beat Roman. He beat Roman, but the thing is when he was about to do that finisher off the top rope and the top rope fell apart. If you saw that match,
Right.
he literally he was ready. Roman was ready to lose that title to Finn. Wait, when he was Demon Finn,
Yep.
and Finn went on top of the rope and the rope fell apart under him, and that's what Roman speared him, and that's what caused him to lose. But he had Roman beat at that point.
Yeah, I agree.
Damien ain't never faced Roman on that level, so it's like I don't know. I don't see him going after him. I think he's intimidated to go after Roman. I don't see it happening.
Damian Priest, in my opinion, he's too lazy of a wrestler. In my
You
opinion,
think he's too lazy?
I think he's too lazy of a wrestler. I actually want to call him win money in the bank. I'm like, he didn't do too much. Not in my honest opinion, he didn't stand out. Like I didn't think he did the he just didn't stand out like that.
I think he
So
was a he you know what it is because he found his opportunity and he went and got it in that
yeah,
match without having to
yeah.
do too much. I mean we've seen the Miz do shit like that in the past.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? That he was sneaky like that. He would like be out of the match for like the whole match and then coming at the end and win it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen that before, but
Yeah.
I really like Damien when he was on NXT. When he was on NXT, he was definitely one of the best that I was watching. It was
He was
him,
great.
yeah, he was good on NXT and Karrion Cross, another good one, like
Boss.
some of them when they come over now on the major brand, they're not the same no more.
Underused. Do you think?
They're underused, yes, especially Karrion Cross. He's not the same on SmackDown like he was on NXT.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was a champion on NXT. Like they bring him to SmackDown and he's like he got thrown out of the Battle Royal tonight. He wasn't even a factor in the Battle Royal. They had a little feud with AJ. But I'm like, but they're not using him enough, and they need to be using him.
Don't even get me started with Tomasa. Kidding me right now?
Him too. Him too. He's another one. I'm like these are dudes that were champions on NXT and they come over to the main roster and they don't use them.
And I got a picture with Tomasa champ.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
I'll show it to you actually.
He was
I
good
actually I'll send it to
and I like it's a lot and I fear that they're gonna do the same with Carmelo Hayes
you
when he comes
easily.
over. And same with what's his name? Braun Breaker. And if they're gonna do that, they might as well just stay at NXT.
If Tomasa Ciampa, if he was used more, I could see him in a championship run. I could see
Yeah.
that if they
Same.
got the talent, but
Yeah.
except they underused them.
They're not promote. It's everything is about Seth or it's about Roman and to hell with everybody else. You know what I mean? And they do it with the women too. It's like why is Io Sky just now getting her chance at the title? She should have been had her chance. She was a
Well,
great champion on NXT. She had feuds with Bianca, with Rhea over there, with Shotzi. Just about all the women that are on the main roster now. She had feuds with on NXT, and she's just
right.
now getting her shot. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. Dakota Kai, she was another one. She was great on NXT. They don't even use her on the main roster anymore.
No, they do not.
You know what I'm saying? Now she's like recovering from like I think she tore her Achilles or something. So I was surprised to even see her out there tonight. You know, so it's like if that's what they're gonna do is like keep these people on NXT, keep Carmelo Hayes on there, Braun Breaker. You know, I like the fact that they're using Baron Corbin on there because I always thought he was talented, and I think he fits better on NXT. He don't need to be on the main roster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might have to do that. Dolph Ziggler too. When Dolph Ziggler was champion on NXT, keep him on there.
Right.
You know, so some of them don't need to come up because like when LA Knight he was from NXT. They bring him up here and it's like damn, he got to win a damn battle royal to get respect.
That's crazy.
The fans love him and it's like they making him into a jobber. I feel. You know,
Yeah.
send Karrion Kross back to NXT, please. Don't have him on SmackDown. Send him back down to NXT so he can get his title shot again.
I
Cause
feel
he was a great champion on there. He was an NXT champion.
all of them were
You know,
great.
Damian Priest was an NXT champion on there. He was great. They bring him up here and put him in the stable, and it's like, oh, he won a briefcase. Okay, can he win an actual major title?
Probably not.
You know what I mean? You know, put him up against Roman. Just like we already saw him face Seth. He lost to Seth. Put him up against Roman now.
Right.
You know, I don't care for what pay per view. The Payback, Survivor Series, whatever pay per view they got coming up.
Yeah.
You know,
but
Royal
Roman-
Rumble. Put him up against Roman. Let's see how he do.
Yeah, he gonna lose, but still, though.
You know what I mean? Hey, wait, you know, you never know. You never know.
Yeah,
I personally want to see Cody beat Roman for those titles, but
I do too.
hey, you know, after Cody win, then we can say, hey, Damian, you want to go after Cody?
Right.
You know, I think that'll be a good feud.
You know what? I saw something too. That would have been great, though. Okay, so let's say if, like, okay, let's just say if Roman Reigns versus Cody WrestleMania 40,
Right.
and then Damian Priest cashes in.
Yeah, but okay, but does Cody's story end when he beats Roman for the titles and then he loses it to Damian Priest? Is his story officially over?
It's officially over, yeah. You can have that being over. Let Roman Reigns.
I think if that happened, I think the fans would be pissed. They would be
That
pissed
too.
off that's not only did y'all botch WrestleMania 39 this year, but then y'all have him face Roman again to win it, and then he loses it to Damian Priest. They'll be pissed off.
Oh yeah, easily.
That would be that would be a screw job of all screw jobs. Like they screwed Brett and they didn't forget about that. But that would be the ultimate screw job. If Roman should win, if Roman loses those titles to Cody and then Damian Priest comes in and beats him, nah, I don't think I would want to see that.
I wouldn't want to see it either, but it's like one of those things where it's like, I feel like
That could happen.
if they could plant the seeds and they could write that well, I feel like that might happen too.
That could happen, yeah.
That could happen
Because he has a year to cash in the briefcase.
Exactly.
So he like I said, like just because we haven't seen him mention Roman, don't mean it's not gonna happen.
Exactly.
It can still happen. And what you just said make a lot of sense. I feel like the fans would be pissed off even more than this year though.
Yeah, they would be pissed off. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that could be good. But I would be so hurt if Cody finally win and he lose to Damian Priest. I would be so hurt if that should
I would
happen.
be hurt too. Now, another way they can go is Damian Priest try cashing it in,
Right.
but he still loses,
Mhm.
and then that's a feud right there. and then
What you mean? You if Damian Priest loses the match
oh yeah,
to Roman or to Cody?
no to Cody. If let's just say he tried cashing in on Cody,
Right.
and Cody somehow gets the upper hand,
Right.
that's a feud right there.
Oh yeah.
That's the start of a
Definitely.
feud.
I,
That
I
then,
feel like that's gonna be a future feud. Now
yep.
whether or not Cody is champion by then, I don't know. But I
Hmm.
feel like that's gonna be a feud that's gonna come up. As long as the
Yep.
Judgment Day is on Raw, I feel like
Yep.
Cody and Damien is gonna
Yep.
that's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah. I feel like
Because
that.
Cody already faced off against Dom. He faced off. I think he faced off against Finn.
Oh God.
So Damien and Cody, like I could see it happening.
I can see it
And
too.
the stakes would be higher. It'd be much higher if Damien is still holding the briefcase and Cody's the
Yep.
champion by then.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yo, that would be crazy if Cody win the titles next year and Damien comes in and steals it from him. That would be
Should it
crazy.
steals it or try cashing it in, but
That would be crazy.
and not
And
succeed.
if that shit happen, I'm gonna be like, yo, you remember? I'm gonna be like, yo, I heard that from Mike the night at SummerSlam when we talked about the SummerSlam.
Hey,
He's the
you
one. He was
heard
the
it
first
here
one that said
first
that.
now. You
He's
heard
the
it
first one
here
that said that.
first.
Nobody else mentioned that.
One or two things is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Either Damian Priest is gonna succeed or he's not gonna succeed.
Right.
Well, you heard it here first.
Right. Now see, I wouldn't be mad if Damian beats Cody after Cody beat Roman. But not the same night. Like Cody beats Roman for the titles and then they end up having a feud and then Damian wins. I wouldn't be mad because I'll be like, okay, Damian came this far. He had to cash it in within a year.
Yeah.
It's his time. But
Facts.
to do it the night of WrestleMania when Cody just beat Roman, that would be so crazy, bro.
That would.
That would get people talking like, yo, you remember when Cody beat Roman finally and then Damien cashed in and beat Cody? That'd be crazy.
That would get
That
people
would be crazy.
talking for centuries.
Right, yeah. Yeah. That would be crazy.
I can see that if they could plant the seeds with that.
Mm.
I can see that. I can see that.
But then what happens with Cody now? Because if Cody just finishes his story, loses the titles to Damien, do they still feud or what? Is Cody gone? What happens to Cody?
What happens to Cody? Cody's just he's gonna try to get I don't know. Like I feel like he's gonna try like winning the titles back. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I can
Yo,
see
that would be
but-
some shit. That would be some shit.
At the same time, I can see also Damian Priest, like I said, he gonna try cashing it in. Cody
Right.
Rhodes, he's like, I'm keeping these titles. So,
Bro, yo, that would be some shit, and I know the fans would be pissed. They would be, yo, they might lose fans behind that shit. That ending.
hmm
If it ended like that next year, they would lose fans behind that shit. Because fans be like, yo, we waited a whole year for Cody to finally beat Roman, and then this is how y'all pay him back. Y'all have him win, and then seconds later he loses the Damian. That would be so crazy.
right. Well, I'll put
Wow.
you this way: they lost fans now with
They
that
did.
botched
Yeah,
ending.
they did.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like though, like Cody Rhodes, I feel like he's gonna keep the titles for a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably gonna try catch him, but unsucceeded. So then now you got a few between Damian Priest, and then Cody Rhodes in the next pay-per-view or whatever you want to call it is gonna put the titles on the line against Damian Priest,
Right.
and then Cody Rhodes will still retain it. So
Yeah, man.
what's next?
That would be so crazy, man.
They could.
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, yo, I could see where the fans will be cheering for Cody after he beat Roman for those titles, and then seconds later Damien comes in and beats him, and they would be like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like when Taker lost when the streak ended for Taker against Brock, that would be so crazy.
I was there too.
You was there for that one?
Literally, when I tell you, there's a major difference between being there and actually watching on TV. I'll tell you
Yeah,
this:
yeah, definitely.
you can hear a pin drop
Wow.
once Lesnar beat Taker. That was a moment I will never forget.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That was shocking. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Daniel Bryan won the
Mm-hmm.
titles.
Yes,
When
I
I
remember
tell
that.
you, bro, me and my friend, we were walking home from
Mm-hmm.
the pay per view.
Yeah,
Well, we were walking back to our hotel.
yeah.
Literally, the newspaper that same night. It was on the newspaper.
Wow.
They had Daniel Bryan holding the two titles.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that shit was. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
WrestleMania 30, the
yeah.
best WrestleMania I've ever went to.
I was happy for Daniel Bryan because he came such a long way,
Same.
and like the Cody Rhodes story feels similar to Daniel's own, where it's like he had
Yes,
roadblocks in his way to
yes,
just to even get another title shot.
yes.
But and he for every roadblock that they threw at him, he overcame it. He was finally got his title shot and he won, and I was happy for Daniel Bryan. I had a Daniel Bryan T-shirt. That's how
Did you?
happy I was for him. Yeah,
That's
it
all.
was like it said Fear the Beard and it had like his face on it. It was like in gray.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was happy with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan, he was great. Like he was a great champion. I know he's injured right now. He's coming back to AEW. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was like a one of the best moments for WrestleMania.
One of the nicest guys in the WWE.
Yeah, facts. You know,
But yeah,
but
I could see
wow.
like Cody winning against Roman and then Damian trying to cash it. I don't think he might not even succeed.
Right.
He might not. But if he does succeed, like I said, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
I,
That would be a moment. That if that actually happens, that would be a moment.
facts.
Because to me, WrestleMania 39 was great. I just felt like they fucked up the ending, and Cody should have won. And now that you have him back on the path of getting out Roman, and hopefully we get Roman and Cody next year at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. If that ending that you just said happens, the fans are gonna be pissed. I'm telling you, they are going. I will be. I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I know. Just the way that you said it, I'm like, yo, I could see that actually happening too. I can see that happening, and they haven't said anything yet. But that don't mean they're not thinking it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you had Cody come back another WrestleMania, finally beat Roman, and then he loses it to Damian Priest. Oh my
Right.
god, that would be so crazy, bro. That would be so crazy for real.
I agree 110%.
I gotta pitch that. I gotta pitch that theory now to like the wrestling group chat I'm in. Like, see what they think about that. I'm like, cause it's true. It's like, cause he never mentioned Roman. Like, even when he got the briefcase, he was thinking about what title he should go after.
Right.
And for whatever reason, he looked at all the other titles. He never mentioned Roman.
Right. No, you didn't.
But that doesn't mean down the line that he's not gonna want to go after Roman.
Facts.
You know what I mean? He might be waiting to strike. Like, okay, I'm gonna let Cody do his thing against Roman, and if
Yep.
Cody should win,
Yep.
I'm gonna beat Cody for those titles.
I agree.
Because he know Cody gonna be spent after that match again. Cody gonna be tired. But however that match turn out, Cody gonna be
Yep.
wasted after that match.
Oh, easily.
That's gonna be his time to strike.
Easily.
Like, oh, Cody finally beat Roman, but he didn't see
Yep.
him coming. Damien
Yep.
comes in, cashes in the briefcase, and then beats Cody for the yo. That's gonna be crazy if that happens. That's
Facts.
gonna be so crazy.
I agree.
I gotta remember this now because the fact that you said it and I didn't even think it, but I was always thinking, I'm like, yo, like he looked at the you don't want the U.S. I thought he had the U.S. title before, right? If I'm not mistaken,
I think so.
he had. I'm like, you don't want to go after Austin Theory title. Austin
Right.
Theory's not keeping that title for a long time anyway. He's gonna lose that one eventually. You're not gonna go after Gunther. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? He fought Seth. He lost to Seth. And
right,
Finn Balor tried to help Finn. Finn lost twice to Seth.
right.
So the next big title is the Universal titles that Roman got,
Yep.
and he never mentioned it. So he could be thinking it, but he hasn't said anything.
Not yet.
And he has to cash in that briefcase within a year. So it's
Within a
not.
year.
It's gonna like WrestleMania 40 is gonna be very close to Money in the Bank. So you got to cash it in by then. And
Yep.
the fact that he has not said anything about Roman leads me to believe that maybe he has that in the back of his mind. Like at some point he might go after Roman.
They
And
have
what
to,
better way to go after Roman than at WrestleMania?
and
That
they
makes
have to
sense.
execute it well.
Right. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, who's gonna? I mean, is he gonna be by himself at that point? Is he gonna still be with Judgment Day? Is it gonna
I
be a
don't.
different Judgment Day lineup?
In my honest opinion, I think he's going to be with Judgment Day at all.
You think he's gonna be gone?
I think he'd be gone by then.
That's what a lot of people are saying. But for whatever reason, I always thought Damien was the one that started Judgment Day. I didn't think it was Finn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if Finn leaves, it's better for Finn because then you could go back to Demon Finn. You don't need a Judgment Day. I didn't think Finn needed them anyway.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That was all Edge's. That was all Edge's the one that really started the Judgment Day.
Yep. I
You
agree.
know what I'm saying? And Edge, we didn't see Edge tonight at all. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah.
know, yeah. If Damien is by himself, who knows? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking if he's still with Judgment Day, what kind of lineup would it be by WrestleMania 40?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Are they still gonna have Rhea? Are they gonna have Dom? Is it gonna be a new member with them? You know, 'cause at some point that's coming. They keep saying like, oh, there's a new member coming to Judgment Day. JD McCullough. I heard Randy. I don't see Randy Orton joining them, but you know,
No.
this JD McCullough guy from NXT. That'll be interesting to see if
Who
that
knows?
actually happens.
Who knows? We might get Brock Lesnar versus Gunther.
Right? Yeah, because Gunther said, but Gunther said, I think even around WrestleMania time that he always idolized Brock and he wanted to face Brock at some point. Maybe we get Brock Lesnar beating Gunther for the IC title at Mania 40.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. What's next for Lesnar at this point?
Nothing.
Nothing. He lost to Cody tonight, so I don't know what's next for him at this point.
And
You know what I'm
Brock
saying? Mm,
Lesnar, from what I heard, he's one of the safest wrestlers to work with
right.
because he always sells a move and stuff.
Mm, yeah.
And the fact that he shake, him and Cody Rhodes, they shook. You know what? That was a good moment. I liked it.
Yeah, that was good. And they said Cody was shocked. Cody didn't even expect that. He was shocked.
Right.
He didn't expect that. I didn't expect that either. I'm like, Brock Lesnar is actually shaking Cody Rhodes' hand.
And see, Brock Lesnar, he's more of a private person. Like
Mm,
he don't like people. Okay, I see that.
right.
But at the same time, Brock Lesnar, whenever he could sell a match.
Mm,
He could sell everything and stuff like that. But like he's very when it comes to like certain wrestlers, he's very respectable.
right.
You know.
Yeah, I was surprised. Even though I felt like he could have tried to not get beat in that match. It just looked like he just laid down for Cody at the end. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I enjoyed the first two matches with them. I just think the third one was like, eh. It was just kind of like too easy for Cody this time out at the end
Right.
of the match. You know.
Right.
But yeah, like supposedly Gunther wants a match with him. So maybe they saved that for WrestleMania. You know, I think his time is up in the WWE. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's true or not. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they could bring him back for one more match against Gunther.
Yeah. Well,
You know, Austin Theory needs to. I think he's gonna defend his title on SmackDown next week. That they shouldn't be saving that for SmackDown though. That should have been tonight.
I agree.
I don't know why. I don't know why they're saving certain title matches for SmackDown and Raw. Like back in the day, every title holder defended their title, especially on the major pay per views.
On major pay per view, right?
Right. It was out of WrestleMania, Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. They had always defended their titles. Now they
But
want to have title matches on SmackDown and Raw.
they gotten too soft.
So supposedly I think Austin Theory's gonna defend his title next week on SmackDown.
They're trying into like for SmackDown and Raw, they're trying to boost ratings to scarf
Yeah.
with it.
Well, I mean they you got the bloodline storyline going on. I mean, I
Oh,
don't know how fans are gonna feel about Jimmy and Jay. I don't think that's gonna be a big feud like that. I mean, I'm not excited to see the two brothers go at it.
that's gonna be a falling asleep match.
Yeah, and it's mainly because I'm so used to seeing the Usos together and winning titles together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To me, their best rival was the New Day. That was the best matches they had was against the New Day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm so used to seeing them together. It's like you have Jimmy turning on Jay now, and I'm like I'm not excited to see that feud go down. You know?
Honestly, you know what I think that would be that should be like at least in the middle of the pay per view. Like that's a bad thing.
And then the next question is Solo gonna turn on Roman because Roman speared Solo by accident tonight. So now you're getting the rumors. Oh, is Solo gonna turn on Roman? Is he gonna look to be the new tribal chief of the bloodline? And
Oh
I'm
God.
more interested in seeing Solo against Roman than Jimmy and Jay.
No, let me see that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even for Solo for the little time that he was in NXT, he was good too.
Yeah. I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, he was in NXT. He won the North American title.
Oh wow.
He was pretty good. He was pretty good. But he didn't stay that long because they rushed him up to the main roster.
Yeah, because if you when you got Dwayne Johnson, okay, what who's a Hall of Famer, and then
Right.
they bust that whole family.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and
They
not
they
just because
haven't. But I noticed his daughter, Rock's daughter, is on NXT. They haven't rushed up to the main roster yet.
he has a daughter in NXT now.
Yeah, she's in a stable. I think it's what's the name of the stable? Schism or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the daughter. That's the daughter that he had with I believe with the first wife.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like she's a wrestler now, but they haven't rushed up to the main roster like they did with Solo.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know what the plans are if she even gonna make the main roster because I don't see her in a lot of matches either. She's basically like doing interference outside of the ring. So I don't know, man. I don't know what. It's a lot of questions that need to be answered next week. You know, but this was good, man. Like what you got coming up, man? Tell the people what you got coming up.
All right. So coming up, I'm do believe it or not a music album.
Oh wow,
Believe
what
it or
you?
not, switch it up a little. Um, that's gonna be. If it's not gonna be all up next week.
Okay.
I got. I'm gonna do the 23 breakdown. The TV show.
Okay.
That's also coming.
Oh.
Time. Uh, That's also coming. To, yeah, I did an out and about. About, like Blu-ray and stuff. So I'm gonna post that up if it's night. Probably most likely night. I'm gonna post.
Okay.
I'm gonna that. So yeah, that's gonna be right now, but definitely gonna be doing more like news and more like Best Buy, like Amazon stuff, like
Right.
that. So expect more short. Be doing more short. So yeah, things are coming up.
Cool. That's great, man. Definitely can't wait to see that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing some game reviews and stuff. just different shit. You know, it's so crazy. Like when we talk about music, we get everybody on here. Anything other than music, they don't show up. So
Yeah,
we have fair I have fair weather followers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. 'Cause
You know, it's like I can't talk about music all day. It's not a music channel. It's a
right,
channel that made for what I want to talk about,
because if you
which is
talk,
wrestling. Because wrestling, I love wrestling.
because if you talk about like people like Nas or Tupac, or them,
Right.
everybody
No,
would show up.
I can't talk about those artists all the time.
You
You know
know what I
what I'm
mean? It's
saying?
like, you guys switch it up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
You
that's
know.
just like for me in movies and stuff. Like, I can
Right.
talk about the same movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I can't talk
Right.
about like if I want to talk about the people under the stairs, I'll talk about
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't do the same stuff over and over and over.
Facts.
So
Facts.
it's like, yeah, like watching you and Edge doing like music reviews, it kind of got me. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do one. I'm
Right.
gonna try it out. I'm gonna try something different.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
mean,
Do it. Do it.
so
I mean, if you love music and you want to discuss it, do it, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
as much as I love my music and stuff like that, you know what?
Right.
Like, I can't call myself like a hip hop head and stuff like that because I don't have like enough
Right.
knowledge. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right. I feel
Like,
you.
I don't.
I feel you.
I hate when people call themselves like hip hop heads, but then yeah, they listen to the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yep. I
So
understand.
yeah, like I got it. For me personally, like I get y'all, you guys like listen to like you know, y'all listen to like the most common, and then yeah, some artists I never even heard of.
Right.
But for me personally, like I I am gonna give love to those artists who's like forgotten,
Yeah.
or the ones that they people never heard of.
Right. But I mean that's what I was doing anyway. Like I mean,
Yes,
doing reviews on like the
yeah,
youngsters or
yeah,
Raphael Sadiq, Grand
yeah,
Puba. Like these are artists that are not like household names like that. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? So at least not to everybody. So it's like I mean, Jay Z and Biggie is great. I don't want to talk about
yeah.
them all the time though.
Right.
It's
Those
it's
are
it's
good
boring for
stories.
me now because it's like I grew up with these artists when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
So when Ready Dot came out, I was what, like 15, 16.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've played those albums all through my teenage years and 20s and all that. So it's like, yeah, they great, but there's so many other artists to discuss besides the same usual artists,
Exactly.
which is what I try to tell BJ, and he don't listen.
Oh God.
He wants to stay with his Biggie. Bit that's cool, but I can't talk about Biggie all the time.
See, I'm on Biggie and Tupac out. You know
Right?
what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Like,
it's like bro, I don't even I used to play just Biggie and Tupac stuff on the anniversary of they when they died or their birthday. I don't play they stuff like that no more.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like yeah, I know all about them. I don't need to talk about them every day all day. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like I grew up listening to so many different artists. It's like me talking about one artist all the time don't do it for me.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't understand that. I'm like, hey man, that you can't change people. I can only be me. So it's like
Yeah.
I like different shit.
Exactly. Like,
You know what I mean?
especially like for me, movies too. It's like,
Right.
I can come up with so much and stuff
Hmm.
like that. But at the same time, like, I don't want to talk about the same actor. I don't want to talk about
Right.
actors who are like, I don't want to talk about just actors who are like popular. I want to give love to
Right.
actors who are like less popular too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I want to do like a top 10 like horror movies of all time. You
Right.
know, that I want to do.
Yeah.
Top maybe 15 television sitcoms.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. So I have a lot of things that I'm accumulating like in my head right now as we speak.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
dope. I definitely would like to be a part of the top 10 horror because I love horror.
I do too.
But it's like even with like genres that I grew up watch like action and sci-fi
Love
comedy,
that.
it's like those are great. But it's like I was never big on like westerns or war films. I'm like let me start delving into those genres and seeing
Yeah,
some of those movies.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Like
saying? Because I might be missing out on some classics in those genres.
like war film, I give Full Metal Jacket and Platoon. I give them
Yeah,
that.
I saw those.
You
Yeah,
know, like
those are good.
westerns and stuff like that. Like
Uh,
anything Clint Eastwood, I would.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But like, I'm not big on western. I'm big on war films. They too sad to me.
right,
You know
right.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
dramas, I do dramas, but it just depends. And then I think I don't know. I'm thinking of tomorrow night, maybe, because I
mm,
have an updated collection of all my movies and stuff like that. They all
right.
I moved into a new place now.
Okay,
So I think maybe tomorrow night, if I'm up for it, I might just show my all these movies and stuff and just talk briefly about them.
right.
So I think
Cool.
I might do that because it's a lot of movies that are coming out in 4K, either
Mm,
4K or just getting their first Blu-ray release.
right. I heard
You know
about
what
that.
I'm saying? So like, I'm still waiting on True Lies or Arnold Schwarzenegger to get an upgrade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on the Abyss to get an upgrade. You know,
Yep.
we got People Under the Stairs that got a 4K for the first time.
Right.
You know, we got Halloween, and then The Exorcist is
Yeah.
getting a 4K.
I gotta get that.
I'ma get it too.
Yeah, I gotta get that one.
Yeah. So
That's my favorite horror from all time. So I gotta get that.
yeah, that review that is coming up.
Yeah,
So
that's dope. That's
yep.
dope for sure. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely down for that. Just let me know when it's gonna be.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
definitely come through for that.
yeah, definitely.
This was definitely great. SummerSlam 2023. The pay per view wasn't great, but talking about it was great because
Yeah, that was
I got so I feel like what we talked about might actually happen.
the highlight of the night.
Yes, definitely, definitely. I feel like I gotta really stay tuned and see what Damian Priest does between now and next year. But
Exactly.
Monday Night Raw is gonna be interesting to watch. I definitely gonna be
Yeah.
tuned into that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God we ain't got no reviews to do on Monday, so
God.
I'm gonna definitely be tuned into that one. And yeah, man, that's
Right.
gonna be great. That's gonna be great,
Yes.
man. Thanks for being on here.
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
a review Survivor Series in November. Hopefully, it's good. I don't know.
Let's see.
Uh, yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about Payback or the other pay per views, but I'm not expecting none to be good. But we'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us. But I'm a do a rant on Survivor Series in November. So
Right.
you know what I mean. I had planned originally to do all of them. I know like nah. When I started seeing some of the mid card ones, I'm like nah. I don't care to review that one. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I'm like nah. I'm gonna just stay to the main four pay per views and that's it.
Exactly.
So yeah, so this was another great episode. Dan Rant
Yeah.
Podcast. Subscribe, like, share. If you saw SummerSlam tonight, tell me what was your favorite matches, your worst matches, who should have came back, all that good stuff. And thank you, Mike, as always.
Yeah,
Subscribe
no
to his
problem.
channel, Mike's Movie Corner and Rants. And we are out, man. Peace.
Yep. Peace.
All right, man.
Right.